freaking now in Bourbon now! That is the people that got hit by this car!
The moment a pickup truck rams into a New Orleans crowd. Right now at 10, the FBI investigating a potential act of terrorism.
And a fallen Dunn County correctional officer is remembered.
Plus, Gunderson welcomes the first baby of 2025.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. At least 15 people are dead and 35 injured after a man drove a pickup truck through a New Orleans crowd this morning.
Around 3 a.m., the man drove through a crowd along Bourbon Street in the city's popular French Quarter. After coming to a stop, the driver got out and started shooting at responding police officers. They returned fire, killing the driver.
The FBI has identified the suspect as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas and Army veteran. Authorities found an ISIS flag and improvised explosive devices in that truck. The FBI says Jabbar posted on social media hours before the attack that he was inspired by ISIS. They believe he wanted to inflict as much carnage as possible.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Officials say the attack was made possible because some usual protective barriers had been removed for repairs. The incident now leaving survivors shaken.
Yeah, one 18-year-old Mississippi resident was celebrating the New Year on Bourbon Street. He got separated from a friend as they tried to escape the truck.
Bodies all up and down the street. Everybody screaming and hollering. You look down, you see somebody doing CPR. You look around, people crying on the floor. And like, where is she? And I turned my head, and it's her in the street, just leaking blood, and I knew.
President Biden tonight says his heart goes out to the victims and their families and that they will not tolerate any attack on our nation's communities.
Police are investigating a possible terror attack involving a Tesla Cybertruck that exploded into a fireball today outside the Trump International Hotel in Vegas, killing at least one person.
The blast is prompting responses from Elon Musk and the president-elect's son. CBS's Andres Gutierrez has the details.
The Tesla Cybertruck exploded and burst into flames this morning just outside the doors of the Trump International Hotel.
It still looks like mortars from like a firework.
People at the hotel and on the sidewalk had to scramble to safety as fire crews tried to douse the flames.
We saw that smoke start showing from the vehicle, and then a large explosion from the truck occurs.
Police say the person in the Cybertruck died in the blast and at least 7 people suffered minor injuries.
It was like a firework. It was popping sound, bang sound, and a lot of sparks flying.
Police moved quickly to evacuate the 64-story hotel. The president-elect's son, Eric Trump, expressed gratitude for emergencies crew's quick response. Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO who will be leading a Trump administration advisory commission, says he has the whole Tesla team investigating the explosion and posted, "We've never seen anything like this." Andres Gutierrez, CBS News.
We continue to see a little bit of flurry activity or a little bit of light snow this evening, but all in all, most of that is beginning to decrease, and actually some clearing skies for areas west, and that might be the story for La Crosse, although there'll be more clouds coming in with another system passing to our south. All in all, temperatures overall a little bit colder than we've had lately, but still above average. 18 overnight, and then we'll climb up only to 22 as we'll see more sun as we get closer to the noon hour. A little bit less likely you're going to see sun, potentially in Eau Claire in the afternoon, but cloud cover will likely linger. Temperatures really not changing much from the morning to about noon with that west wind overall. There's your little bit of light snow, a lot of it more to the east towards Green Bay. Some of those areas over there have picked up a half inch to about an inch. Overall, our area just mainly a dusting. There's a little bit of clearing to the west, but you notice all the way to Iowa, more clouds coming in. That system will pass to our south. Big picture shows it's coming out of Nebraska. Will not provide us snow. That'll stay to the south, but it will give us a cloudy start to Thursday, and then we'll see some sun coming in. So we'll detail all the sunshine that we will be getting for the next couple days, especially going into the weekend. Unfortunately, that doesn't do much with the temperatures. We'll explain that a bit later, too.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, the life of correctional officer Jeffrey Reynolds was honored tonight at a community gathering in Menominee. The Dunn County Sheriff's Office held a candlelit vigil for Officer Reynolds, who lost his life in a traffic crash on his way to work on Christmas Eve. The ceremony began with a moment of silence, followed by a reading and testimonies from fellow officers. The sheriff reflected on Reynolds' lighthearted personality and the joy he brought to his coworkers and community.
He'd come up with a one-liner sometimes off the top of his head that just to kind of break the silence sometimes and lighten the mood. He was witty and funny and fun to be around.
There is a GoFundMe page for Officer Reynolds, which is raising money to assist his family. We'll have that link on our digital platforms. Gunderson Lacrosse welcomed its first baby of the year early this morning. Baby Stetson was born at 12:09 a.m. His initial due date was set for next week, but he decided to come early. His parents say they're just glad his dad made it home from deployment in time to meet his son.
I can't put it into words. I mean, first kid, first son, being away kind of sucks, but yeah, getting home, I can't put it into words.
Stetson is also Gunderson's first baby from Generation Beta.
Members of Gen Beta will be born between the years 2025 and 2039, according to Australian social researcher Mark McCrindle. They'll be the children of younger millennials and older members of Gen Z. McCrindle says Gen Beta will experience artificial intelligence and automation in every aspect of life, more so than previous generations. By 2035, Gen Beta is expected to make up 16% of the global population, and many members of the new generation are expected to live into the 22nd century.
From dazzling light shows to heartfelt embraces.
See how communities around the world welcomed in 2025 despite challenges and new reasons to celebrate.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Watch top Midwest musicians compete at the Richard Record Rising Stars Concerto Competition on January 18th. The two finalists will perform their winning pieces at the Symphony Orchestra Main Stage Concert on March 1st. The 102nd Annual Snowflake Ski Jump takes place January 31st and February 1st in Westby. Enjoy ski jumping, food, beverages, merchandise, bonfires, and wagon rides.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
In his annual report, U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts issued a warning for 2025's political leaders. Weeks before President-elect Donald Trump takes office, Roberts slammed what he described as dangerous talk from some officials about ignoring federal court rulings. Roberts said these officials were, quote, across the political spectrum.
But Trump's agenda, particularly on immigration, could clash with the Supreme Court. Trump has often blasted federal courts for adverse decisions. Roberts wrote that every administration has suffered defeats in court.
Communities around the world welcomed in 2025 with dazzling light shows and warm embraces. Auckland, New Zealand's capital, was the first major city to celebrate.
Recent tragedies and enduring conflicts cast a shadow on festivities in a number of countries, while in some, people had new reasons to celebrate. Kamal Afzali has the latest.
The countdown to 2025 kicked off in New Zealand, a full 18 hours before New York. But there weren't spectacular light shows in all the earliest cities to ring in the new year. Celebrations were muted in South Korea, still in a period of national mourning following Sunday's deadly plane crash that killed 179 people. As pyrotechnics lit up Dubai's Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest tower, some in the Middle East finally had reason to rejoice. Syrians, marking their first year free from the brutal 50-year reign of the Assad family. While in Russia and Ukraine, where war still rages, leaders had their own messages. President Vladimir Putin said he was proud of his country's armed forces, while Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian troops were dying for Putin's sick ideas, and that with America, Ukraine had the power to compel Russia into a just peace. Hours after flashes of fireworks illuminated the walls of Rome's Colosseum, peace was the theme of Pope Francis's New Year's Day Mass. And in the UK, as Big Ben struck midnight, visitors from all over the world watched an extravagant display along the River Thames.
Even in the darkest moments, there is always hope.
Receiving a nugget of wisdom in a world entering a new quarter of the 21st century. Kamal Afzali, CBS News, London.
Norovirus cases surge this holiday season.
Find out how outbreaks are impacting communities nationwide.
And we're going to see more typical January-type temperatures, a little bit below average, but nothing usually unusual for this time of year. I'll track how cold we'll be, what the wind chill looks like, and if we got any snow in the forecast. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say, new year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Norovirus cases have been on the rise this holiday season. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said 91 outbreaks were reported nationwide during the week of December 5th. That's roughly 24 more outbreaks compared to the last week of November.
But the numbers don't tell the whole story because only 15 states are part of the National Outbreak Reporting System, and health departments are not forced to report individual cases of norovirus. CDC officials say people who get ill from norovirus can suffer various stomach ailments, including vomiting and nausea. Norovirus is the top cause of foodborne illness, with roughly 2,500 outbreaks reported each year.
Well, it was a chilly start to 2025.
It sure was.
A little bit of snow coming down.
It was a nice surprise to have that little snow on New Year's Day.
Yeah, not enough to accumulate, Greg,
No.
but will that be changing in the near future? Any potential snow on the way?
Well, yeah, it was colder than we've had recently, but if I showed you what the average temperature was, you'd be like, oh, wow. But it has been chillier. We haven't had these type of temperatures in about 2 weeks because we went through a mild stretch during Christmas where we saw mid-40s, even upper 40s, but we're not going to see any of that now. We're going to get back in really a typical January type pattern. So we still got clouds going on for tomorrow. Some sun in the afternoon depending on location. Some areas may not see much in that way. Everyone will see more sun or at least clearing skies as we go on Friday, but breezier conditions. There'll be a wind chill that day too, probably below zero. It'll still remain on the cold side Saturday, maybe a little bit less wind, but overall still remaining dry. And really cloud cover, you're going to start seeing, as you saw, as I noticed early in the broadcast, showed kind of where that clearing was beginning to approach. So areas along just south of I-90 may see brief periods of partly cloudy skies tonight, but then quickly we'll see high clouds begin to approach because that system I mentioned out west is going to be approaching. You can kind of just see some tips of the snow approaching central Iowa. That'll stay to our south, but it's going to provide more cloud cover in the morning for areas south. Meanwhile, as areas to the north, we'll see a mixture of those low clouds lingering and maybe potentially a little bit of a break. Then as we go into tomorrow, really, it's unfortunately that areas north of Eau Claire will probably see that low cloud linger for most of the day. Areas to the south will start seeing a little bit of improvement and actually some sun towards the afternoon time frame, but that won't change much for areas north of Eau Claire. Eventually, everyone will start seeing a little bit more break towards Thursday evening with the cloud cover. All this means really is that we're not going to see much in the way of change in temperatures. Really, these temperatures aren't showing up right there for Friday, but overall, we're going to see temperatures more like in that. And overall, this graph is not showing the Saturday temperatures either. There they start popping up. We're going to be pretty much a little bit colder going into that period too, but we're not going to have the wind as going on as the Friday. So similar temps Friday and Saturday, teens, maybe potentially just the low teens up to the north, but the big difference will be the wind chill going into Friday. As you notice, the wind chills Friday morning starting, you'll see below zero wind chills, and throughout the day, they're not going to really improve much. In fact, they'll probably around the single digits above or below zero. Even by 5 p.m., you're starting to see them come back down. Then as we go into the evening hours, they may approach -5 to 10 for Friday evening, so that's why it could be a way to bundle up for any evening activities you had. And as we go into Saturday morning, they could even be in that 10 to 15 range going into Saturday morning. Right there, some 10 to 15 start popping up. So a cold start to Saturday. Saturday won't have the wind towards the afternoon, so those wind chills won't be as bad, but we're definitely going to feel it for that time frame. Now, the snow chance we thought we had, like last week we mentioned, or earlier this week we thought we might have for the weekend, it has progressively gotten further south. So right now, the best shot, as you see, kind of went through the screen there, is going to stay to the south. Right now, it doesn't look like we might see a little bit of snow, but I think we'll see a lot more cloud cover Sunday. But if you got any travel plans going down into Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, something to monitor because they will have quite a bit of mess going on into that area. Once that system passes for the weekend, next week, really not much change in temperatures. We're going to be still in the teens, maybe around 20, and then with the next chance of maybe some light snow coming in Thursday, which is overall, this is a very typical January pattern, colder and drier we typically see. Unfortunately, with all these temperatures, we don't have snow on the ground, which would be a big difference in the temperatures if we have clearing skies. Most of the Midwest does not have snow on the ground. So that'll keep the temperatures a little bit more, I would say, modified a little bit than more of that.
I think it's worth it to be colder and have the pretty sight of snow on the ground.
Well, we're getting to the coldest part of the year. Mid-January to early February is our typical coldest part.
Sure is. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, prepare for the Mayo. PJ Fleck looks to stay unbeaten in bowl games as head coach of Minnesota. Plus some bad news from Matt LaFleur regarding one of his top players' health on the defensive side of the ball. Jacob is next.
Your commute, your lunchtime, your drive home. Is it going to be clear rainy, or worse. Every morning, I'll let you know. We'll see you then.
Winter is here. And with winter weather come accidents and mishaps. Whether you're on your way to work, walking the dog, or out on the trail, accidents can happen.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we help you get the settlement you deserve to put your life back on track.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
When you're dealing with your own insurance company, you may think that they're on your side, but the truth is, they're not. They're only concerned about their bottom line. That's why you need to hire Bygoff and Rohde. We get results.
Bring all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lansendorf.
Well, as the Packers prepare for the playoffs, one of the main goals this week is to stay healthy. But some bad news came out today regarding their top pass defender. Matt LaFleur announced today that Green Bay isn't expecting to have Jaire Alexander for the rest of the season as the 7th-year corner underwent knee surgery on Tuesday. Alexander injured his knee October 27th against the Jags, tried to return 2 weeks later, but only played 10 snaps before exiting that game against Chicago.
So it's unfortunate. It is what it is. I feel for him. Obviously, he was trying to get his knee right. It wasn't getting right. And so, yeah, it's a tough deal for all of us.
And now it's very possible that the former first-round pick has played his last snap as a Packer, as he has no guaranteed money on his deal for next year. And if he is back, he's owed $17.5 million. Coming up on Friday, the Minnesota Golden Gophers will make their 25th all-time bowl game appearance in the Duke's Mayo Bowl when they take on Virginia Tech for the first time ever. It's the 15th different bowl game Minnesota has appeared in, and it's the latest date for a Gopher Bowl ever. With the opt-outs and other elements of bowl season, PJ Fleck says he's still confident that his team is ready because they love to throw the pads on and get after it.
They've been really consistent in the way they've worked, and I think there is no secret to anything. You're always looking to be 1-0, but I just think, like a lot of teams out there, our team really likes to play football, and they want to continue to play football as long as they can. And when you have a team like that, that makes it, the preparation a lot, I can't say easier, it just makes it a lot more enjoyable to be around each other.
And checking in on some bowl games that went on today, the Texas Longhorns are still alive after surviving a scare courtesy of the Arizona State Sun Devils in the Peach Bowl. ASU stormed back down 16 points in the fourth quarter, but a Sam Levitt INT would seal it for the Burnt Orange. And in the Rose Bowl, just a dominant showing by Ohio State today in the rematch against the first-seeded Oregon Ducks. The Buckeyes sprinting out to a 34-0 lead in Pasadena. 7 catches for 187 and 2 scores for Jeremiah Smith. So it'll be Buckeyes Longhorns next Friday for a spot in the championship. All right, now it's time for the Play of the Week nominees. New year, same great choices to choose from. Let's get right to it. Getting us going at number 1, it's a first-place finish for Black River Falls' Riley Hanrahan last week at the Bi-State Classic. Hanrahan logged 5 wins over the 2-day stretch, including a 7-1 decision in the final. At number 2, another area wrestler being crowned champion last Saturday At the Lacrosse Center, Martez Sheard of Aquinas keeps his unbeaten record alive. He'd take down Nathan Henderson of Holman in the 120-pound final. Next up, Bangor ladies hosting a Holiday Hoops tournament last week. Great play at the end of the first half by JC Mitchak, the sophomore, lets it go and beats the buzzer. Cardinals would hand Stratford their only loss on the season so far. For number 4, we head to Soldiers Grove. It's Zach Bender taking it to the hole, spinning and scooping that one in for the deuce to extend North Crawford's lead, and they would end up taking down Viroqua by 18. And lastly, fun game between West Salem and Caledonia last week. Off the miss, it's Ethan Stendel skying for the putback jam. He had 10 points in the Warriors' 10-point win over the Panthers. Those two right there, definitely the loudest for him. And those are the 5 to choose from this week. To vote, head to news8000.com. Under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week and pick your favorite. Voting is live right now, and it ends Friday at 5. So obviously, we start there. What are you guys kind of feeling? What do you like so far?
Martez Sheard was going at that guy like a spider monkey. Very aggressive.
There you go.
Fun to watch.
Very true. Very true. I got to go Ethan. High flying slam like that.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Now, talking about the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Emily, are you familiar with the tradition for the coach that wins the game?
Absolutely not, no.
Ken?
Yes, I have heard about it.
They dump mayo on the head of the coach that wins.
Duke's Mayo.
Why?
Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's tradition.
You know, like coaches usually win, they get like a Gatorade bath, but it's the Duke's Mayo Bowl, so they're going to dump mayonnaise on it.
Oh, that's interesting. You got to get some bread, slices of bread afterwards, wipe them up with
It's like
it.
4.5 gallons of mayo.
Oh, that's a lot of mayo.
Significant.
All right, more news right after this.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
4 hit 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Watch top Midwest musicians compete at the Richard Record Rising Stars Concerto Competition on January 18th. The 2 finalists will perform their winning pieces at the Symphony Orchestra Main Stage Concert on March 1st. The 102nd Annual Snowflake Ski Jump takes place January 31st and February 1st in Westby. Enjoy ski jumping, food, beverages, merchandise, bonfires, and wagon rides.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
We'll go abroad for this one. The first skateboarder to win 2 Olympic golds, Yuto Horikome, made history at Tokyo 2021 and then Paris 24. He's basically an icon in Japan's skate scene.
Now a trailblazer both on and off the board, Hanako Montgomery catches up with him to discuss his goals and how he plans to reshape Japan's skateboarding culture.
For skateboarding legend Yuto Horigome, these ramps aren't just where he struck gold at the Tokyo Olympics.
Super special, like the place to me, you know, I growing up this Koto City and like Tokyo.
Needs to get a score.
Now, the world is his playground. From California to Paris to Brazil. Horigome is picking up medals and breaking records. The two-time Olympic medalist is the name in skateboarding right now, and he has the tricks to prove it. During Horigome's recent trip to Japan, I challenged him to a showdown at Live Door Ariake Urban Sports Park, where he first won Olympic gold.
And then here, right?
Okay, maybe not, but he's a good sport about it. Horigome lives in LA now, and every trip back to Japan reminds him of how different the skateboarding culture is here.
In Japan, like when you're skating on the street, like if people doesn't like get it. Skateboarding being Olympics, obviously sports, but like skateboarding more like culture and like street, like it's very important. And I growing up like that, so like I don't want to forget.
So how do you want to change skateboarding culture in Japan?
Definitely, I wanted to make more big. Maybe like if I can skate like more like free in Japan, like street skating.
Add that to his to-do list for the new year.
Next year has like Tampa Pro. That contest like super special because it has like a lot of history back in the day. So no one had like 3 in a row, so like I wanted to try like 3 in a row too.
Okay, like a hat trick.
That's super important to me, actually, even tricks too. Like, you know, I wanted to do like the trick like no one does. Maybe 2026, like has like Thrasher has like skate over the year. Like that's like everyone wanted to get it. Like that's my dream too.
So looking like their Tony Hawk out there.
Yeah, look at him go. That's just one of those sports that you just have to constantly be out of your head. Like no limitations, just fly, go.
Yeah, get past the conventional wisdom of
yes.
not wanting to trust your life to a board.
Exactly.
And a couple of tiny wheels.
There's only so many people who do it, and he's doing it big. So good luck to him and his endeavors with that.
Absolutely.
All right, Greg has one final look at your forecast right after this.
Happy holidays and the best to you this season from all of us at News 8 Now.
Celebrate 2025 during Home Furniture's New Year's sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices like this queen bedroom suite for just $8.99 and this table and bar stools for $15.99. Start the new year in style during the New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
For over 40 years, LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Planning a home renovation? Save money on demolition and disposal fees by contacting Habitat for Humanity's Reclaim Program. Habitat will remove your cabinets, flooring, windows, appliances, and more for free. Habitat sells reclaimed material at the ReStore rather than sending it to a landfill. To schedule your free reclaim service, go to habitatlacrosse.org/reclaim.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 10% off Area Rug sale prices. Choose from many different shapes, sizes, and patterns with Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 10% off Area Rugs going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
All right, quiet weather, but it will be getting colder, especially keep an eye on Friday and Saturday with some wind chill that'll be probably below 0. Otherwise, pretty typical January pattern.
Yeah, that's January in Wisconsin.
It is.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.